Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and yeah, I know we're supposed to be playing RimWorld today, but you know what I say to that? If that, I want to play Factorio. So we are on baby monitoring duty at the moment, so the stream could be any length of time. If the baby wakes up and starts crying, that's the end of the stream, because everyone in this household, except me, is sick. So that means if little Babs wakes up, that means it's Dad's duty to go and make sure that Babs goes back to sleep. So that's just how it's going to be today. Maybe we'll get a regular stream. Maybe we'll get 20 minutes in and have to stop. I don't know. But that's just what's going to happen. And yeah, that's where we're at. So last stream we got the Nixolite made up, which was cool. Turns out we already had it being made by dinosaurs, but that's alright. Now we've got two sources of Nixolite being made. One relying on coal, the other and power, one being relying on food. So what I'd like to do first is probably get a lot of steam engines. Actually, there's a bunch of things that I want to do. So maybe that's what I need to figure out first off. What I'd like to do, probably more than anything else right now, is I'd like to make advanced foundries. Now, I don't know what they require. A lot of stone. Interesting. That was the other thing I needed. So we're going to increase power. Before we increase power, we're going to absolutely shit the bed with power. Because that's the correct order of things. Like before we... Oh, that's going to break power. He might. I think he's biding his time now. I don't know. I told him that people were anxious about what he did, and he found it hilarious. But that's Nuke. He's a force of chaos, that one. Actually, he's a literal force of chaos. Biting his time. He'd bite time. There's one thing I know about Nuke, he would literally bite the concept of time if he had the chance. I'm not saying he's a biter, but he would do it. I wouldn't put it past him. Oh shoot, the car's gonna get stuck if I go that way. So, what I would like to make is probably like a decent number of advanced furnaces. Hey Nexus, how you doing? What's your question exactly? I don't understand. Modelling again? Look at you being an absolute model. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna put things in there. Get a bunch of stone. We need to make stone furnaces, so just make stone furnaces. Stop being a coward, make stone furnaces. And I would like that to focus on that way, if possible. Nice. Happy to hear that for you. Okay. So I want these advanced foundries. They're not stupid, they're advanced. Bonk. I was thinking that we should probably be making wood at some point. That's probably going to be needed, but not yet. Like my old gym teacher told me, you should never make wood when you don't need it. I'm not making wood. I'm making wood, I'm just not making enough wood. I have wood being made in other places, in places that people would find unnatural. So I'd like one of those. I'd just like you to just gather the occasional copper cable. Wasn't the factory looking quite different than before? Depends what part of the factory. There's a lot of parts of the factory. It really depends what you were looking at before to what you're looking at now. Stone bricks. I need stone bricks as well. Gosh darn it. The factory is quite large, is what I'm saying. The factory is larger than your standard your mama joke. So that's going to make 8. Do I have an outpost facility? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, kinda. You know John Darksoul? I don't know John Darksoul. I know Sans Undertale. I don't know if that's the same thing. That's a different joke. Oh, we need the soil extractors as well, don't we? Always something, isn't there? Look, we'll make these first. Let's just pull all this up for now. I think this was made at a different time in a different place. Where there were different hopes in life. I took the setup of the joke and ignored the joke. John Darksoul, Gym Teacher. I don't know what the joke is. Well, I ignored the joke. I literally don't know what joke you're building up for. Gym Teacher. I'm glad that was made more clear the second time. No, I just don't know what the joke is. I'm sorry. Oh, my gym teacher. Okay, right. No. Okay, I see what you mean now. I didn't consider it being a name. It didn't even enter my thoughts that it could be a name. How do I not know John Darksoul? I don't know John Darksoul. I don't know how I don't know it. I just don't. Oh wait, no, we do need the coke. Because for steel you need coke. Of course you do. I didn't know this was like a commonly known character. Okay, so I want 10 of these. There's John Factorio and other Johns. Where are all these Johns coming from? John Doomslayer? I mean, are you talking like John Freeman, like Gordon Freeman's brother? Is this what we're talking about? No, John Freeman, Gordon Freeman's brother, not John Half-Life. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I'm scared. If I... No. See, here's where I've messed this up. If I go like that... See, because one of the problems we're having is not enough steel. Also not enough power, which is going to be a problem with exactly what I'm doing right now, but that's not the problem. That's not my problem right now.
Thanks for your support.
The answer. Nice.
Tiro_ just resubscribed for 42 months. The answer.
The answer, life, the universe, and everything. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the 42 months. What a ridiculous length of time. Thank you. Oh, and Tara for the 42 months, 42 meows. Meow meow meow, meow meow meow. Meow meow meow, 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 meow meow meow. Meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow. Thank you very much. Truly appreciated. We probably don't make enough coke now. You know what? The reason for that is because we don't output it like a normal person would. As soon as we do that, here comes the coke. All of a sudden I'm probably using a lot more power too. That's fine. You're not using all the power, what are you doing with your life? I suppose. Okay, so I would like that to go like that. This feeds in like that. Not quite like that. How much of a inserter do you really need? Well, I thought you need 2, don't you? And then we could probably just do it like that. Brilliant! That'll work pretty well, I think. Up until the point we don't have enough iron. Okay. One of those is actually required. So, the problem is for a lot of these cool machines that we've got, we just don't make enough steel. So my hope is that with my machinations, machinations is a good word. I'm always fond of it. Like, someone's involved you in machinations, you know you're in for a bad time. Okay. Then I'm just going to try and get rid of all this crap that somehow entered my inventory. Okay. Love it. So that's steel. Somewhat improved. And I don't need to do any fancy inserters, just the basics will do the job. Okay. This is good. And then we grab that and we horizontally flip it. Okay, good, 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 good. Get some power into this bad boy. This sucker. Now, I don't think we get enough iron for this. In fact, I know we don't, but I don't care right now. We can worry about that another day. Quality's been reduced further, I understand. Thank you. We're doing one of these days, are we? Color correction, sure. We'll go sort of green color. That's upsetting to people. Certainly upsetting for me. Car, can you please not be right there? Thank you. And there appears to be other junk there that shouldn't be there, but that's alright. Go! As stated, we do not have enough other stuff that we need. That's alright, we can sort that out in the future. Which, as we all know, in the future is where the robots are. All about the quality? I thought it was all about the Pentiums. As usual, Weird Al Yankovic has lied to me. Okay, so that's probably made power worse than ever before. It has. Good, good. Don't worry, we're only going to make it worse before we make it better though. Because now more machines can run than ever before. Although, oddly enough, probably less iron. Probably not oddly enough, it's literally taking the iron supplies and consuming. We've doubled the steel again, so that's good. Right then. Domestication. That would be great if we could have Orogs, but we can't have Orogs. I don't even care if it's not pronounced Orog. Let's research trains, not that we can build them, but let's research it anyway, because that way it makes us feel good. I love feeling good. Boilers, I would like... Let's build 31 boilers, we'll figure that out later. Soil extractors, yes. So we need air core inductors and other things. We need burner mining drills. I bet you that requires stone furnaces. It does. Of course it does. Soil. How much soil do I need, honestly speaking? I need 3.3, no. 240 per minute. Oh, that's 10. Wait. Yeah, I need 10 of them. Okay, well that's surprisingly easy maths. I love it when maths is easy for a brief time. We need 2 more, which means more stone. No mineral resource. Yeah, I mean, we'll work on that soon. That won't be a problem. Very soon. So we've got 7, we want 3 more. Okay, great. We've got another caravan outpost. I'm going to build that even though we don't really have the caravan support for it. Build it because maybe one day we will have that. I can't help but notice. Where are those? Is this a zinc problem? Yes. Oh, the zinc's coming. Probably a lot of other things going on right now. Probably just busy. You know, machines, they're always so busy. They got their lives going on, you've got your lives going on, you know, it's just crazy. Okay. Let's just crash into that real quick, just so it knows that I'm in charge of the saline plant. If I crash into you, just know that I'm in charge of you. That's how dominance works. I understand a thing or two about human emotions. Only a thing or two. Any more than that, I don't know. Ah. Okay, and then that makes my limestone one of the easiest things in the game to make, and I shall not complain. I think we stopped doing this. Because now we've got just a better machine to make it. Oak may become a problem in the near future. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. And it's not a problem now. Okay, then we need water, of which we should have heaps as, bro. Power gets significantly worse, that's okay. Burners. Ironically, we need more steel plates for burners. Is that ironic? I don't know. But now I think I've done everything I wanted to do. So I can go back to... Okay, I think I can drive through that. Yep, I've done this trick before. There's just a path of destroyed trees in my wake. These trees need to learn the understanding that I am in charge. Especially that tree. If that tree in particular, yo. Alright. This is going to be painful. Oh, at least I know that in advance. Real quick, how much of a transport belt does that take? It takes a full transport belt. Okay. Oh, cool. What I would like to do is actually make another one of these. Now, I don't have anything for this yet, so I'm not too committed to the bet. But I would like it. So we'll start getting it going. All I'm really doing is just making the power situation worse. I'm not actually improving anything. Which is kind of funny. Like, I'm making big promises, but not actually fixing anything. So, you know, vote for me, guys. I've become a true politician this day. Anyway, that got too real, I think. Not sure what the next part of that is, but we'll figure that out in a moment. That actually helping. Feel that clean coal, you better believe it. No, that's not helping. Maybe it is. I can hear a dinosaur working and it makes me happy. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So with the power that is this stuff, a couple more of those. I feel like this is a terrible way to design this. In fact, I know it is, because now these aren't working at all. I think what we do is we don't filter it until the end. I feel like this is actually badly designed. I think when I have enough of them it'll probably work, but right now I don't have enough of them. Okay, this is enough lollygagging. Need to gag less lollies is what I'm saying. Sorry, I just... Ugh. Just made myself sick on that joke. Always great.
Did someone order quality?
Yeah, that's fair. I respect that. Quality 2, but we also need to filter it. And we're going to filter it blue. Why? Because we're going to filter it blue. That's the wrong button. Yeah, delete that. The correction. We have a low quality stream, it seems. Sometimes you need the... Yeah, the important thing to note here is that this all being pulled out is actually just going to improve a whole bunch of things. Well, I'm glad you didn't spell that the correct way. I appreciate that. Okay, now I've actually killed power. You don't want to frame me? If frame me would say I do want to do it more, but... Okay. Whoa. You love this? I'm glad. Speaking of death by 1,000 cuts, a bunch of friends of mine are planning to play some more Netrunner again. To be fair, that one was kind of forced. This one wasn't. Neat. Okay, so. Do 6, I think. Oh wait, that's, I see, that's from there as well. All part of the same system. Get rid of that. The truck has been out of fuel ever since it has been out of fuel. I mean, I don't even remember saying that one, but that one's funny. That makes me laugh. Sure, words have never been spoken, I suppose. Aw. They lied to you. I don't know if this is really going to do what I want it to do, but... Too expensive too. Ah, it sucks. I'm so sorry. Got tricked by Weasley words and wascally rabbits. Okay. Oh, and then they need to also feed back on themselves. Do that way. Oh, that's a stupid way to do it. Feed back on yourselves like that. And then... that will get something of a thing done. No, it requires rubber. Bulkheads require a bunch of things I don't have. I don't have iron nixilate or chromium, so no. Not until I have that under control, I suppose. Do we have any landfill? We can build it. In fact, I know we do build it. Well, at some point I'll need to go and get more stuff, so maybe with it. Okay. That seems very wasteful. I have it no other way. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's... I think that's too many, thingamajigs. If we Is this a new run? No. I mean, depend how long you defining the old run. This is the real question. Just messing around with power again, because never get it right the first time. But that should generate some amount of power. Then can we ash 29,000? That's going to take a little while. Okay. Probably need lights at some point. It would be a D-light. Vertical flip. I think that's correct. Looks correct. Do 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 do. We've run out of burners. That's not too surprising. Okay, we need to get water into there. Get everything started, but we do need some more burners. I mean, as we get through this, it's going to be so much crap. 5 more sets of those non-existent burners. Oh yeah, you're right. This is just going to kill other power things, but that's their problem. What was I planning for powering these things? Because at this point I realize there is no such plan for powering these things. Oh wait, they power themselves. We're genius. Okay, so that's going to be much more consistent powering. No, it's not, because we didn't actually connect these up to power yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We've done 6 up there. That's alright. That's a valid point. Would do that. No geothermal? No, no geothermal. Geothermal has been a disappointment. We don't talk about geothermal here, by the way. Can I get coal to go that way? I know where there is some, it's all the way down here. And I won't lie, I did a little bit of scouting, there's a little bit over here as well, but there's miles away from water, which is the problem. Okay, I see the problem that we've created for ourselves here, and I'm going to stop that problem. I've made very stupid mistakes. This just go through like that. Right, and then this goes through like that. It goes through like that. And then everything just sort of connects through there. With priority being that side. Free water is 1 science pack away. Well, that'll be good. By then I probably won't need it. That would be the ironic part. Hang on. Let's spit up. Oh, right, but power is a problem. Right. I was going to say, it should be spitting out more than enough, but it's not, because... reasons. But that's why we're doing this. We fix our ash problems. Okay, can we go get more burners? I think that might be a critical error in my molten salt water into steam. What? Nope. I don't have anything about molten salt. I prefer it if you'd stop lying to me. Now, the good news would be if we can get... Have we actually increased power at all, or have we just sort of... Yeah, we've actually kind of increased power. Maybe, not really. Yeah, intermetallics is being a huge problem, as is basic power. Now, I acknowledge I could do some work to get the thermal water going, but just the distance that it's at, I just can't be bothered. Or more politely, I can't be asked. You know what they say, if you can't be asked. Okay, sleep. Just a reminder, if my son wakes up, that's the end of the string. Just reminding him of that too. Bloody wake. No, it's okay. If he wakes up, he wakes up. He's been having a rough time of it lately. Both Panda and Lil K are pretty upset about health reasons at the moment, so... No, that's one of the things that when you deal with the dad life, sometimes you get a dad life. No? And if you don't understand that, one day maybe you will. And if you are a dad, you totally already understand that. Or if you're a mother, I suppose. I know demographics wise it's mostly men watching, but there are women watching too. Sure. Okie dokies. Where are we at? We need power poles. We need a PAPS. We need to wonder why I'm carrying some of this crap around. Burners. How many burners can we make? 3. That's a disappointing number of burners. Does it feel to have more than a dozen dudes just watching you? I feel like most people are probably doing their own thing right now. You know, just like my other stream. They're doing their own thing. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I chose to be online. And I get the joke you're making. Just choosing to ignore it. I love when I got raw materials on me. It's like, wow. So glad I have that. Does anyone want my Coke? Do you want my Coke? Coke. Feels good, man. I suppose that's the answer. It feels good. That actually scared me. Okay. What now? I want more burners. I wish to burn things. Father, I wish to burn things. Uh, 11 burners. Is that as many as I want? Probably not. Many as I have, though. I mean, yes, that is not that's not a made-up fact. Is how many I want? No, but it's how many I have. Well done. Oops, that was a power pole. And power poles fly. Make things a lot easier for me. But why does the car fly? Is there a flying car later? That'd be amazing. It'd be very helpful. We're gonna put that dust in there for reasons that are unknown to me. Okay, 2 more burners. Yeah. Oh, we need landfill. I love how I just crashed into that. It was like no run up. It's just like dunk. Doink. Are we not making landfill? But what? Stone, gravel, soil. That's gravel. That's sand. Stone, gravel. Huh. Soil is up here. Well, how do you like that? Aren't actually making landfill. That's an annoying thing to note at this exact time. Would have loved to notice that a while ago, but alright. What is it making? Maiden. A insert assembler. Okay. Classic. Wood should be coming from here. Where's the wood come from? Where does the wood come from? Wait, that doesn't even need wood. Well, that's a different problem then, isn't it? Okay. Was it stack at 1,000? 1,000, great. That makes 3 gravel, okay. Oh, and I suppose I should also have a way to get the... Yeah, that's not going to make landfill anytime soon. I wish I was making this a long time ago, but hey. Guess I'm not. Nothing can be done about it, I suppose. It cannot be helped. I don't think we need that much landfill. We need a little bit. I found it's just easy to get to here by going north. Around the steel. The question is, will I actually make anything new today? And the answer is, who knows? You gotta sort out your power. Power is inefficiently sorted out at the moment, so every bit that we can improve power stability is good. And we've got a couple more of these, 3 more of these, so we'll do those as well while we're here. Okay. Alright. That makes some more efficient coal. Happy pie noises, as I've seen written before. Satisfaction is still too... I'm unsatisfied currently with my satisfaction. You'll get that sometimes. Hoping if I do that, start with this. No, it's not going to do what I wanted. So let's get rid of this clean nick slit. Yeah, this was the perfect thing to do at this exact moment. Dinosaurs, can you please put this in your pile of stuff? We need to make more dinosaurs as well. Well, nick slit plate's doing pretty well. Are we making it as fast as I need to make it? Probably not, but okay. Okay, so that's been getting rid of the ash. Albeit too slowly for me to be happy about. That looks like that was load bearing. How much did power drop at that exact moment? Not as much as you'd think, actually. Still want there to be water from that, but not like that. Oh. Now we can disconnect that. Put the ash in the ash hole. Which, as we know, is where it truly belongs. Maybe it'll slowly deal with that ash, maybe it won't. Quite frankly, I don't even care. Okay. Pull that out. That's confusing everyone. That's confusing our sexuality, we must remove it. That's how things work. You know what? We're going to remove this one as well. I'm going to put the shed here. I'm just going to put stuff in there. So now power has definitely shat the bed. That's okay though. You know what they say, if your power doesn't shit the bed, what are you doing? Are you even building a galactic empire if everything doesn't go wrong? The answer is, I don't know. Why are you asking me? Does it look like a galactic empire to you? Do you hear any Imperial marches? I wish. Imperial March is good stuff, you know? Okay, question about the Imperial March in Star Wars. Because we always bring up Star Wars here. Is the Imperial March actually a piece of music in the Star Wars canon? Or is it just background music that is played for, like, us normies? Like, what I'm saying is, has there ever been, like, a situation where there's, like, an Imperial band on Coruscant playing the Imperial March? That'd be awesome. Add another one. And if we do that, and then another one. But I just don't know, is the Imperial March actually canonically in Star Wars? I like it when music is actually in things. I don't know if that sentence makes any real sense, but it makes sense in my head. Because once we can do this and get this power sorted out, then we can actually expand it without having to expand the whole, like, bloody burner field. Because that's the problem. That burner field is stupid. And I feel stupid every time I look at it. Which some would say is pretty harsh, but it's also pretty accurate. That bit of the pipe for? Oh, there's supposed to be more? Is there? There's supposed to be one more. Wait. Off-center. It gets more off-center every one of them too. That's the worst part about it. It's so off-center. It off-centers off-center. Don't get more off-center than that. Slowly going diagonal through the desert. And the reason why that happened, I think, is because these are also off-center. If these matched up those, then it would work quite nicely. Let's try that again, shall we? Move that radar dish just a tad. And why is my power so bad now? Oh yeah. Because of the war crimes. I didn't need to build that box. I just need to move some ash to get out of the way. Okay. I just need this ash out of the way. Oh god, there's so much ash. I was gonna say I was so close to emptying out this ash hole, but I really wasn't. I felt like I was, but there's more ash to go. Ash catching for the town of Pallet, yo! Okay. Mojo is raiding with a party of 84. Holy crap. Hello, Mojo. That's a bigger party than you normally raid with. How's everyone doing? What were you playing? Factorio? What were you doing at Factorio, my dude? Hello. the acorn wishes to be the top cat. I'll change the price of that shortly. Welcome everyone. How's everyone doing? I am SeiferKatt and we are playing Pi. We are currently doing the 4th or 5th refactor of my power supply because, you know, apparently I didn't do it properly the 6th time, so gotta do it again. That's alright, this time we've learned our lesson. I like to think that anyway. So now it can burn its own ash. Which just baited you into being top cat. Wait, how did it bait you? Oh, you're top cat now. How did Twitch bait you into being top cat? Oh, the mega base game productivity up to 300%. Nice. Oh, whoops. Got all the stuff in the box. Yeah, hopefully you all had fun over at Mojo's, and if you don't follow Mojo, you should be doing that. Yeah, what is your top cat decree? You want a decree? You have a decree if you want one. If you've been a good boy. You want to spend your 38,000 points on that? You said hell yeah. Oh wow, wait, so it did actually bait you into it. That's nefarious.
Quality.
Increase the quality. Okay, we're going back to -1 quality. I've never allowed negatives. I could always revoke that privilege, but now it's in the canon. And we all know once something's in the canon, you can't take it away. Because that would be fraud. And I'm not fraudulent. I'm mischievous at worst. Fire the cannon? We have a cannon? Alright. I did say cannon, yeah. That's my fault. I got you excited about weaponry again. About heavy armaments. That's my fault. Right. So that should start being able to produce power and dealing with its own ash. It won't be the full belt at this point, because it just can't be. But that's okay. I don't think it needs that much water, but we'll prepare it anyway. Once this power gets a little bit better under control, I think I'll be a lot happier. The burning ash is the problem. But that's why we're doing this. Because a lot of my problems are bad burning of ash, and that breaks everything. But if we burn the ash successfully the first time, then we don't need to worry about it, and everything just goes a bit smoother. That's the plan anyway. I really wish I had bigger power poles. You know what? That's what every man dreams of, right? Hey babe, what are you thinking about? Nothing. And sadly dreams of having big power poles to impress his friends. It's every man's true dream. They're not holding left mouse button when they shouldn't. Okay, and that's powered, more or less. I don't think I've improved power. I think I've done what's the opposite of improving power. Oh yeah, made it worse. What I could do though is, for now in any case, just slip this in there. Let's do that. Girls aren't really into that. It's not about pressing the girls, about flexing on the boys. Exactly. I was listening to an interview with someone who bought a DeLorean, and his original plan for buying a DeLorean was like that girls would be impressed he's got the car from Back to the Future. But it turns out girls didn't really care about the DeLorean, the car from Back to the Future, but a whole bunch of guys. It wasn't a chick magnet, it was a dude magnet. And he's like, this is not what I had anticipated happening when I bought the DeLorean. He's just like, this is not what I wanted. And people are like, oh my god, I want to talk about the DeLorean. And he's just like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an awesome car, but this isn't what I kind of anticipated. Which is really funny, actually, I think. Apparently it was a shit car. Apparently the DeLorean is just not a good car. Which confuses me, because clearly it's an amazing car. Why would they have made it the main, like, draw of a movie? And the answer is actually because it was such a shit car, that's why they used it, because it was like meant to be the car that's like, this car's so bad. Like, why would you use this car? Like the Tesla of a different era. Not Tesla, sorry, Cybertruck. Cybertruck. Well, Tesla's a... I don't know if anyone remembers, like, a few months ago, a Tesla exploding in Las Vegas. And people were like, was that a suicide attack, or is that just a thing that Teslas do sometimes? Sadly, it was not a... It was, you know, it was pretty a sad story, actually. But still, it wasn't an actual question people had to ask. Which, if that's how you built your cars, then maybe build better cars. Yeah, they're not cheap to fix either, that was the problem. The DeLorean is like an expensive car that doesn't run very well. Like there's sort of no good point to the DeLorean. But yeah, no, it's just not a good car. It wasn't good to drive, it was unreliable, it was just like, everything that was bad about that car was absolutely there. It was an absolute lemon of a car. Like, it was expensive, it was bad, it was just not a good car. But it still had the doors that opened, holy shit, those gull wing doors, my god. So cool, right? So cool. I'm out of pipes. We'll be fine for a little bit, but not long. The longer I can work without having to go back to the main factory, the better, I think. I should be able to get this row of burners online. Oh, we're out of lights as well. Didn't anticipate that problem coming up. Given how rarely I use them. I just forget. Can we do that again properly this time? You. Oh wait, hang on. I have more stuff. It was in the shed. Well, like I said, well, no more lights, but lights are not exactly the most important part of the build. Like, it is required, I suppose, but required is a strong word. Lights are always required. Really? Okay. That would generate a bit more power as well. That's good. That's good stuff. Still not generating enough power, of course, but... why do we not have water? Because I didn't actually connect the water up yet. Pretty funny. I mean, is it actually funny? I think it is. Oops. Well, that won't come back to bite me later. Not if I do it that way. Not if I fix it now. Okay. The idea would be to just get this... Just build as much stuff as I can and just hope like hell it'll be enough. Thankfully I know I've got enough power poles because I know how many I've got back at base. I built too many of them. I kept throwing wood back into the power pole machine and now I've got shit tons of power poles. The way nature intended it to be. How are we doing? Oh my god, we actually satisfied our power network for a moment there. Holy crap. Kif, notify the woman. Notify the woman, notify the men. I've satisfied my power grid. I messed up a Zap Brannigan line and made him gay, which is very funny. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've got a whingy baby. Baby starts crying, that's the end of the stream. But power was moderately satisfied for a second there. That's pretty good news. Power is yellow, time to panic. Power's been yellow for a while. I have to admit. That's why I'm spending time doing this rather than making it to metallics, which I really want to do. Well, first I actually spent time making things that require a shit ton more power. I suspected that was going to happen. that? Kiff. Form them in. I have satisfied my power grid. Baby cough. You know, it's where I'm wearing that outfit, you know, the red jumpsuit thing that Brannigan wears. The one with, like, the skirt. And we all know that guy's not wearing anything under that thing. But Brannigan's law. A lot like Brannigan's love. I'm not even really that much a Futurama fan, just that Brannigan is just the worst character. Sleep baby. Everything's okay. Baby. Sleepy baby. Sleepy baby. Just looking at a camera saying sleepy baby. I'm hoping that works. That being said, I bet you his room's really warm. I wouldn't mind being in a warm room right now. I'm wearing short sleeves. I'm wearing short sleeves right now. It is like cold. It's the middle of winter. I don't know why I'm wearing short sleeves. My arms are frigid. But I persevere. Baby, baby. Yeah, we need to sort out aromatics at some point. I don't know how we're going to do that. Lack of inserters could become a problem very soon. Oh, they're 2 automated screeners. Nice. Oh, so while we're doing some things here, I was thinking about intermetallics, and I think what we should do, instead of having the fluid mine drills do 1s, we should make them be 2s, because we can. They'll create faster, and they do not require, they're not going to require coal. At the same time, what we should do with these, that's already going to have gasoline. I don't know what that's going to have around it. We have to figure. Oh, it'll have some gas. There you go. Mining productivity. You know what? That actually sounds like a great idea. We have some gas. So. Nope. Tin gas is what they had in Doom 2016. Like the hell energies. Not actually, I made that up, but it's pretty funny to think about if you go through that. I don't know what the smelter will have in it. We can figure that out later, but your aluminum make coal gas. No. Oh, it needs a flammable to... Okay. Sleep, little baby. Sleep. Daddy wants to keep playing Factorio. Good thing to say on stream. Only normal to say when, you know, it's just you, but the word daddy tends to make people raise an eyebrow. That's fine, I'm talking to my literal child who can't hear me through a video camera. I'd like to take my 36 landfill. It took me that long to make it, huh? Alright, just a moment everyone. I've got to go do what my wife wants. Like muted. Thanks, Bedless. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm back. Helping my wife with her medicine because she's not feeling well. No one is feeling well in this house at the moment except for me. I'm feeling great. Hopefully that continues, because if it doesn't, that's... Look, I'm just looking at what my son's got, I'm looking at what my wife's got, and I'm like, please not me next. Because neither of them are having a good time. I'm not gloating. I'm scared. Very scared. The whole house is like, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's bad too, like, Panda is like, not really able to move much. She's old. I mean, we're all cold, but, you know, a sickness cold. Not much I can do about it, which is the worst part when everyone, like, the people around you that you love are sick. It's like, oh, there's nothing I can do to help. Yay! More burners. Plenty of steam engines. Maybe grab some stone on the way out. And SeiferKatt has no sick leave left, so that sucks. Why am I talking about myself in third person? I don't know. Feel important, I suppose. Does it? Not really. Okay, so we'll do a little bit more work on power, and then we can start thinking about offering aluminium. Oh, actually. The reason those broke. Quite know why or how. But I've these 40 barrels in my inventory. That's wild. It's coughing. Scared Jesus out of me. Do we have another line of iron going through here? I think we should. Could be the correct thing to do. Or, if not another line, just like, well, actually, yeah, do another line. Like any druggie will tell you, just do another line. Not druggie, what's it called? People who like cocaine. Like any cocaine user will tell you, do another line, bro. We really could just burn that stone, couldn't we? Really even hurt us that much. What else am I doing with all this crap? Nothing. Burn it. I don't need this stuff. Burn it. Burn it down. My son's status remains sad. Okay. That should assist in my steel production. I mean, later on I will need to actually improve steel in other ways that people would deem unnatural. But not yet. Okay. 2 belts of iron going to make steel. That's pretty good. Get rid of some of those wayward trees, so I don't need to worry about them later. A lot of the trees I probably won't worry about if... Oh, no. Going to sleep. Shaking his butt. Sleep, buddy, don't sit up. Up, buddy. Keep sleeping. You're a sleepy boy. I ran into trees, not paying attention. I'm looking at the baby monitor instead. Poor little man. I feel so sorry that he's sick. Not my fault, but that's what they say when it is their fault, though, isn't it? It's not my fault. Alright, how are we doing? Oh, for fudge's sake, I can't build more boilers. Oh, that's okay, that's why I brought the stone. Aha! I'm a genius. Alright. Power is doing well, but I think if we grabbed that side as well, I think it would be doing better. So I'll put the shed down. I'm just going to put everything. This is going to kill power for a little bit. And we're just going to have to accept that. Oops. That one back. Alright. Oh boy, here I go killing power again. I'll get some of the ash to leave at least, but I think we're done with that for this. Ideally, what I would like... I don't need these ash lines anymore. Ash lines simply do not matter anymore. Okay, see, look at that. That's much chunkier. That's the sort of chunkiness you want to see in your life. You know, that's Pixar mom level of chunky. Look at the thighs on that power plant, if you know what I mean. I appear to have made myself uncomfortable again.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Who's That Guy 777. It's appreciated. Welcome. No. You know what? No. See the plan, but no. We're gonna get rid of all of this. My kingdom for robots. Like, I mean, I would love to not have to do all this, but quite simply, the power that I need for the next step is just gonna shit my factory apart. Which is not a phrase. You don't. The phrase is not shit your factory apart. It's going to cause massive disturbances in my factory, which will be inefficient. That's the correct way to say it. Not shit your factory apart. You know, corporate buzzwords. Know when to use them. And know when to not say the specific phrase, shit your factory apart. I think what I'm going to do is actually build this closer, because now I've got the singe gas there. That's probably fine. That needs water. Yes, it does. Not that it's really doing much at the moment, but... Is it not? Hang on. we just have an excess of tar right now? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Oh. Okay. That'll remind me that something's wrong. I will call it water DC, so I remember that the water's DC'd. I don't forget that part because it's probably important. I mean, why not just the same area? Oh, I'm really glad I put my shed there now. Literally the most annoying place to put my shed. Okay. If we slide this... The box of shame. Yeah. The litter box. If you want to continue with the cat theming that I have. Hello. Hello. Okay. I should have some boilers. Everyone should have some boilers. Ask your doctor if boilers are right for you. Okay. We'll just put coal in here for now. There's a bunch of ash. Okay, well, that's why I put the ash box. Put it in the ash hole. I was like, there better be like a ton more power poles in there, otherwise I will be upset. But there was. So I am thusly not upset. Aside from the fact I said thusly. I'm a little upset about that. Somehow going up, from the bottom up makes more sense in my head. I don't know why. I'm gonna go down up, but it just doesn't make sense. But ultimately, it's the exact same thing. But somewhere in my head, I was just like, I don't like it. Okay, and connect that through there. Currently upset about the lack of power connection. That connects to power, and then finally we connect it to the water. And then you don't have power because of stupid reasons. And satisfaction is at an all-time low. What the hell? Why? Was it because I pulled down a bunch of power plants? Probably. That would actually probably make sense yeah, if I think about it for a moment. I suppose I did pull down a bunch of power plants to make this. Oh, sure, now up to down works in my head. Who am I? I clearly have arbitrary rules that work only in my head, but only at specific times. I don't know what that says about anything. Anyway. And then look that all up. Some power, some steam engines that are working at 50% efficiency because of course they do. It's Pi, of course things don't work properly. Okay. For now, we'll just get the power coming in. Better to get something rather than nothing, right? Nope. I mean, sure, it doesn't produce the power that I need, but it's doing something. We don't have any more burners left, so that's going to make the next part of this a little bit trickier. You know what, we absolutely have enough burners left, we just need to be more aggressive. We just need to rob myself. Because after this, there shouldn't really be anything using the burners up there. This should be the last instance of me using the burners. Because there should be nothing, yeah, there's nothing connected there anymore. Well, the ash that's there isn't going anywhere. The downside is, though, we don't have any of those fancy dancy inserters. Out of fancy dancy inserters. Which is a little bit upsetting. The fanciest and the danciest. A lot. Oh, wait. There's some fancy dancy inserters that I can totally steal. Do I have enough? I need like 10. Oh. That'd probably be enough. I'll come back later and pull all this down another time, I think. Well, right now it's actually a decent starting point. They're the fanciest. They are the danciest. Some people wouldn't describe a inserter as the danciest. I certainly wouldn't, because I'd say danciest, but that doesn't... That's a me thing. It's just the way I say words. Okay. That's connected. I love that for you. And then we have to do it this way because we ran out. I mean, that was always going to happen. Important fact. It will get more power through. And we just keep on making power. This is the last one we're doing, yeah. Oops. That was a power... No, that wasn't anything. Okay. I was like, oops, that was a power pole. No, it wasn't. It was nothing. I mean, it's the same thing I say when I run over someone. Oops, that was a person. Nope, that was nothing. Oh. Yeah, you worry about hurting people if you convince yourself that they are nothing. Sure, that is a psychopathic way of looking at life. Thankfully, I'm not a psychopath. I decided I wasn't one. That's logic, baby. How can you be a psychopath if you don't say you're a psychopath? Only psychopaths know. It's a little known trick that psychopaths wouldn't tell you. They would, but you know, they're psychopaths. They don't feel like they have to tell you anything. Rather rude, honestly, if you ask me. Okay. That should get that more or less going. Power is probably better. Sleep, baby. Sleep, baby. Sleep, baby. Can't wake up, baby. Good time for sleeping. My power doesn't seem alternative. Not yet. We're working on that part. Oh. Green for a second there. Get some more crushers, I think that'll probably help it out. Um, okay. That'll slowly get things sorted. I'll bust all this down one day. Important thing is right now, we actually have sufficient power for a change. So all these mines should be doing their job. We have a case of sad baby. Yeah, he's unwell, that's the problem. Once I get into metallics, I can also use syngas to actually make fuel, make power. Just string my wife because I know that she's gonna worry because he's having a little bit of a whine. Not happy. I get it. I think I'd be in a better place if I did this. And then we... that one down that way and that one down that way. I've angered the factory. Thing. Yeah, we're good. It took a little while to get there, but we got there in the end. Okay. So. Aluminium and copper. Something I wanted. I'm not going to worry about pulling all this up just yet. And with that, with steel production should be doing pretty well now. Look at that. Look at how fast it is. Wow. That's almost a full build of steel. Look at it. You know, Horst, I'll take it. If it doesn't require a full rebuild, please keep it to yourself for a little bit. But if you got something in mind, what do you got? I mean, if you're talking about the ash handling over here, this is just going to be ignored until I get around to it. Okay. Two burners feeding ash into each other. Doesn't work with the distance they're in. Because I need long-handled inserters and I don't have those yet. If I had long-handled inserters it would be pretty good, but I don't have those yet. You burn ash in those, you turn ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You can turn dust to ash as well, everything turns to ash. Like a bad Pokemon rewrite. Even twin. Took me a second, yes, especially twin. Like one of my favorite games of all times, and I've made the joke multiple times, and still I'm like, duh, I don't know. Anyway. It's not an option since it's required. It's like, I've been working on it for 2 hours, and I'm not redoing it now. I need coal gas as well. Right. And I can't fix aluminium ore. Yes, that's a
Butt
thing.
kicking for
I know it
goodness!
shouldn't be a thing, but it is. Dragon Forger, thank you so much for following. Thank you for forging dragons as well. Unless you're forging dragons as in like their document, in which case, hilarious. Carry on. Defrauding dragons, I can get behind. Okay, so I'm gonna get all the stuff I need for this. So that's. Yeah, let's just go gas furnaces. I like gas furnaces. Now we don't need any like burnables. Just there must be a line drawn somewhere. I mean, bauxite is something that what was it called? Nullius had, and the less we talk about Nullius, the happier I'll be. We need 6 automated screeners, of which we currently have 6. Wow. Not how I expect that to go at all. Jaw crushers. 3? What's 3? 3.01. Close enough. Gas furnace. And gas furnace. Wood mine drills. Only one of them. Bigger number than I anticipated. Well, thankfully I've been storing a bunch of aluminium. Oh no, my electric miners. No. Ceramic steam. Okay. Ceramics are over here. I like how I've just got a bunch of shit that I'm never gonna use. I really should just burn it or something. Ceramics are over here. I think we don't put them in a box. I think we should solve that problem right now. How many smelters? Remember, those who smelt it dealt it. I don't need to remind you of that ancient rule of the playground. I don't feel like I should. That filling? Warning boy is on his knee. Warning. That's that. Titanium plate? We got titanium plate. Oh, you know what? I should put this sap somewhere. I don't know why I'm carrying all the titanium plate in my trash. I am. I don't know why. I need a lot more fluid mining drills, and I need my culture miners back. Oh. Mining. Right. Okay, so aluminium ore and copper ore are down here. Not a lot of copper ore, but that's alright. I can work with that down there. I can pipe coal gas down there, not a problem. Which is right, the coal gas is actually anticipated coming from here. Well, I should be getting coal gas anyway from this. Okay, so it's good that I've got that prepared down there. Okay, let's go get the car and let's start. Alright, let's start a new adventure. This is right to a friggin' inserter on. Yeah, I guess I got everything I need. Not that big a journey. I have no power for a little bit. We'll build we don't have enough mining drills, but that's okay, we'll figure that out later. I realize I probably can't stay up too late anyway. I'm gonna do the dishes. Probably another 10 minutes. There's a lot of rocks down. As I do the dishes, I'm just throwing them in the washer. Well, and empty the washer because I'm lazy. Okay, so I am working on pure aluminum. We're gonna need a burner. I don't know if we're gonna burner with us. A burner's gotta burn something though, doesn't it? Is there another way to get rid of stone? And just burn something with nothing. And saline water. Not super helpful. But at least helpful if there's water there. Which there isn't, so goes back into the unhelpful territory. Just put it in the shed for now, we'll worry about it later. Honestly, I'm surprised that I need such little... Oh, of course, because I need quite a lot of aluminium to make one plate of that, whereas copper is pretty simple. That makes sense, actually. Okay. Don't worry the fact that nothing's connected. That's anticipated. Let's put it there. Fine. Okay. I think we need screeners, which conveniently enough, I actually have enough of. Huh. I know what that button was gonna do. They 6 will have to do. Why had that thing set to a high volume or something? Oh, it's just volume 1. Uncoughed and it scared me. Molecular decohesion. Oh. Oh! Oh no, battery low. Okay, that's kinda cool shit there. Okay, I might have to stop soon, because if the battery's thing, pretty much a good time to stop. Off on a bunch again. Scary. I don't like it when a little baby's coughing. Makes me sad. Stop that. Why did I not build one additional door crusher? I don't know if you can hear that boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-boo sound. Telling me the baby monitor is low. Ridiculous. Switch could have longer battery life than this thing. I know it was... Alright. Back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I will be wrapping up soon, as I suggested. Let's just get some things finished off first. Just using these low-tech ones for the moment. Well, they don't need power. It matters, nothing's gonna be working now. This is one thing I like about Pi, that's just the number of times I just have to put multiple inserters into a machine. Like, I feel like I don't really do that normally. It's kind of fun, you know? If you don't know, that's cool too. I'd like to filter that as copper. Grade 1, I believe. Yeah, copper grade 1. Goes up there. Goes into the jaw crushers, of which we have 3 of. They crush in your jaw. It's going to turn my copper grade 1 into copper grade 2. How many of these do you want? You want 1 in, 2 out. Got it. Out. Not a problem. Somewhat of a problem, actually. Wait, no, hang on. Not a problem. Input priority that side. And then we have a cute little gas furnace that's just gonna smelt the copper into copper. It's a cute little guy. Two per second. I feel like you need to be the faster one. Maybe we have 2. There we go. Some lights up. Why don't people complain about lack of lights? Not that the lights are going to work right now, of course, because we have no power yet. Okay, power will come later. Okay, so that is all that stuff done. That's actually pretty basic. I mean, that was copper. Copper is the basic one. Next one is fluid mining drills, of which I need 20 of them. I don't have 20. How much of a belt does that take? 1.6. Okay. So I guess I go in per belt. Something like that. The good news is there's no real fiddliness that's required after that. I just need to connect it. Like it's connected. We just need to get the coal gas down here, which there's a lot of. And you know what? Bloody get the synth gas down here as well. The water is still not connected there. You know what? I think that's probably what we do first. Also, about time we put that power, that radar dish down. Not going to do anything right now. Point is it could. And we connected power, which, if we do this correctly, do this now, and then we'll call it for the night. Do that tree first. I don't think we've got enough power poles actually. What will we call it? The end of the stream. Classic joke though. Yeah, we ran out of power poles. So clean and elegant too. No big poles. Nope. There are these ones available. They need chromium. Look for large electric poles. Are you trying to break me? Are you trying to hurt me? Are these called big electric poles? Here you go. They require concrete, easy. Steel, yep. Niobium. But it's not even at this tech level, it's the next tech level up. It's like a full tech level ahead. We'll be processing coal better by then. Huh. Requires Pi Science 2. I have 0 and 1, yeah. So it's not even at our tech level. Why was I here? I wanted to do... Oh, I wanted to connect the water and then I wanted to... I'm glad that reminder really worked out for me. As a joke, I forgot about it for an hour. Although the dinosaurs have been a great job, so maybe not all bad. How much meat do we have left though? Not a ton. We are going to run out of meat very soon. I think I need to fix the way this works. Oh wait, I jerkify it? Oh god, look at all these things we've got just chilling waiting to be butchered. Chitin's going to fill up very soon. That being said, with chitin we can make geothermal water. Now that's alternative power. Plugging that in probably made power go to hell. No, power's actually pretty good. The good news is what I've done with power is now it's pretty stable in what it does. One more thing I wanted. This is why I find it really hard to stop playing Factorio, because there's always one thing. We're not going to do the full spiel today, and we're probably not going to raid, because I've got to get stuff done IRL. But, I hope you understand. You don't? That's cool. Get it. Oh, oops. The funny thing is, now that power is actually properly sorted, it's probably not making as much coal as it used to. It doesn't need to anymore. But, of course, this is only a temporary fix. Power will always be a problem one way or another. Do I want to fix those now? No, I should go to I should do the dishes. Do the bloody dishes, Seif. We'll get that done pretty quick next stream. And then we... Has that been open the whole time? Yeah, I never use it. We'll get that done pretty quick next time, and then we can go into making nickel, which will be pretty quick, and titanium, which will be pretty quick. Yeah, I mean... We are getting to a position... We're going to need a bunch of caravans, but we're getting to a position very soon where we're going to have 25 intermetallics per minute, in theory. There are problems with that, but it'll be a good theory. Good plan. I don't think I ever actually finished antimony either. I don't think it's ever actually connected properly. A game theory. Out. Alright. Let's save Pi 20 a jam. Alright, so we're not going to do the full end of stream thing today, but we're going to go real quick. Thank you very much. We'll get cats out of the way. Thank you very much everyone for being here today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. But you do what makes you feel comfortable. I will next be streaming on Thursday, streaming more Factorio. Yes, today was technically RimWorld Day, but I had a hankering for Factorio that only Factorio could cater to. There's still a couple of cats on screen. Yeah. And they're cool. They're cool cats. 3, I think. 4? 4 cats. A lot of cats. 5 if you want to count the ears up there. A lot of cats. Anyway, yeah, I'll next be streaming on Thursday, so if you want to see more Factorio, this is the place to be. On Thursday. Same time, same place. If you want to watch someone else's Factorio channel, you can do that too. I'm not going to force you to. Anyway, with that, thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to be doing a raid tonight, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!